Hey everybody, thanks for tuning on in. I'm Jason, and today we're going to be installing graphics on a 2001 Husqvarna CR250. First off, I want to just give a little quick shout out to OMX Graphics. I'm not paid by them whatsoever, but if anyone knows an 01 Husqvarna CR250, they are next to impossible to get graphics. They're from Latvia, I think it is. I'm probably butchering that, but hey, that's where they're from. And they knocked it out of the park. Their stickers, their decals, they are second to none, very high quality. I do like that they're laser cut, so before you install them, you don't have to like trim the edges down or anything like that. They are they're as good as they come. I'm very happy with them. So, all right, so installing the graphics, I'm going to give you a few of the tips and tricks that I've learned over the years. There's nothing worse than getting your new graphics and installing them wrong, having air bubbles, not having it prepped right, getting creases put on in there, and every time you go start the bike, you're going to look right at that stupid little air bubble or crease that you put on in there, and you're going to be sick to your stomach every single time. Hopefully, these little tips and tricks, if you don't know them already, will have you installing them like a pro. They'll last a long time and they'll look great. All right, let's get started. All right, so here is the tank shroud plastic. I already actually have this prepped, but I'm going to go over the quick procedures so you guys know what my routine is and how I go about doing this. First off, it needs to be clean, and cleaner. Any sort of little bit of dirt that's in there or anything, eventually down the road will give you problems because the plastic will actually kind of sweat later in life, and the dirt will begin to get behind that sticky part of the decal, and it will create a bubble. It will create problems for you later down the road. So when you think you got it clean it some more. So I just take, first off, if it needs to be degreased, I degrease it. Then I'll just basically come over it with a glass cleaner, wipe it down really good, and then next, after that, believe it or not, I'll take a clay bar. A clay bar is so underrated. They work unbelievable. They really pull out any kind of dirt and crap in there, and they actually leave a really nice finish when they're done. So yeah, I'll either use either like a window cleaner or like a degreaser for my lubricant for the clay bar, and clay bar everything really good and get it really good and clean. After that, the Windex, whatever you're going to use, is going to leave a little bit of a residue, a cleaning residue on there. So you're going to need to go over it with some type of an alcohol, like rubbing alcohol or whatever you want to use. You're going to need to go over that before you install the stickers. So go ahead, go over that with your alcohol, and you're probably going to have to do that again right before you actually install the sticker. You're going to want to do that one more time just to make sure nothing's on there. All right, so we take our stickers on in here. Now, what I've already done is I've already kind of marked them, but I'm going to kind of show you. I don't know if you can see it, but I've just taken a Sharpie. Sharpies, to me, kind of work best, and reason being is because you could just take like some brake cleaner or rubbing alcohol when you're all done, and you can just go over that with a rag, and any of the little marks that you make with a Sharpie, they'll wipe right off. So anyway, with that being said, go ahead, set this sticker to where you think it is going to be just right. And when you get it there, you're going to want to make some little marks with a Sharpie. Boom. Maybe make a mark. I made a mark over here. I made a couple marks here and here. And then I made a couple marks over here. That's just so when I am actually ready to place this down, I have a little bit of a lineup. Not say that those are going to be set in stone and I have to use them, but I mean, that gives me a good reference point to be able to lay this thing down and kind of go from there. All right. Got that mapped out. Now what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to take the back of this decal and I'm going to cut a small strip, and I'm going to cut it. You can cut it really however you feel that you could put this on the easiest way. Sometimes on a small flat piece, you could cut it all the way at the bottom and then just have that as, you know, line it on up and then stick it right there and then peel it off and then work your way that way. On bigger decals and ones with lots of curves, like this has plenty of curves on in here, I generally like to cut it in half and kind of work, you know, from the center like that, and then work my way out one half at a time. Get one half down, and then work on the other half and come on down. That's been the most effective for me, and I think it's really the best way to go. You get the least amount of you know, problems with it. So basically, I've decided right here to about right around here is about where I want to start my strip. So I've already made marks on the back side, if you can see that, where I'm going to cut a little strip on out. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, and I just want to mention real quick too, on a lot of decals that you'll get a lot of overage. This will stick out, you know, the backing will stick out a ½ inch. If that's the case with the decal company that you used, you're going to need to trim that so you could actually make your marks and have it lined up the way you want it. So just want to point that out to you too. And yes, I need my glasses. I don't know why I don't have them on, but I don't. And well, there we go. All right, I'm putting them on now. And gee, look at that, how much easier it was to pull off there. All right, and if you don't cut your exact line, don't worry about it. It's not like, you know, the end of the world here. So I got that. I'm going to cut my little strip out of here. And you don't want it very, very wide. This is only a tack strip. So, I mean, you see, I'm not cutting very much off. All right, now you put this back on the best you can. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but just get it on somewhat close there. All right, so you have this little strip here, okay? Now we're gonna wanna just give it one last wash just in case anything got on there, you never know. Try not to hit your Sharpie marks. All right. We're ready for a decal. All right, now the beauty part about just cutting that little bit of strip off there is if it sticks, it's not a big deal, and you can move it around generally without having to worry about it getting all crazy on you. All right. So that is roughly where we're at there. Let's see, that line looks really good. Happy with that. All right, so now we're going to take where we cut and we're going to stick it. Okay. Alright, press it really good with your thumb. Go ahead and make sure that it's stuck really well. Alright, now you can take whatever side you want, it doesn't really matter. And just go ahead and take the rest of this off. Okay, and then just hold this up and then just slowly start working your way down. I don't know if you can see that there very good, but basically I'm just working this down just real slowly. Get the other side a little bit. Nice and easy. Perfect. Look at that. No air bubbles. Perfect. All right, now the other side. All right, now I know some people will do it like this. And they'll take the sticker and they'll just fold it up like that. One, it'll help hold it up. On big stickers, big parts like this, sometimes I like to do that, just depends. Sometimes, you know, it's kind of a personal feel. You could either play with it or not. Depends on how that sticker is going to fold, is whether I like to do it or not. But I'll just hold it out a little bit. I want to make sure everything's going down nicely. Okay, just work that back and forth just a little bit at a time. You start working one area too much, that's how you get an air bubble or a crease. Alright, just a little bit at a time. Hey, did I say a little bit at a time yet? Man, that's going down nice. I don't know if that camera's catching it, but it is going down perfect. And these are thick decals. Alright, now I'll go ahead and take the rest of this on off. It's kind of getting in the way now at this point. Alright, hopefully you can see this here now. And like I said, we're just still going just nice and easy. Oh yeah. Nice and easy, right on down. And voila. All right. That really turned out well. That's my method so far, and I'm going to show you one last little trick here. So hang in there with me. So continue pressing that down. All right, so now once we have this all the way in here. The last thing that can go wrong on these decals is the edges. The edges may not have a little something catch underneath there, just a little bit of dirt or whatever, just anything, I don't know. But what I like to do to kind of seat these in here is take a heat gun and I'll go around the edges and I'll just kind of keep pressing that down a little bit. Now, heat gun will get it too hot fast, so be careful not to overheat the decal because you will lose the glue on the decal. So just be careful not to get it too hot. You can use a hair dryer. Hair dryers just take longer. You got to really work it with a hair dryer, but a heat gun, it does not take long. They get hot very fast. So I'm just going to work the small areas first and start going around all the edges is what I'm going to do. Don't take much. Just a little bit more. There we go. And just press that down really good. Once I have it already hot, just work my way from there. Now another thing too about heat gun, if you get it too hot, it can actually create air bubbles. Exactly how, I don't know, but it does. So be warned. All right, voila, it is done. And hopefully camera's picking it all up, but it really looks fabulous. It's, can't tell the difference between that and a pro. Love it. Hopefully it helped. Hopefully you guys will put on decals and look amazing. Hopefully this helped you all on out. Till next video, thank you so much. Hopefully you picked something up. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I got more videos to come. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day.